I need to get my opening song. Okay, that was my opening song. The Quad City DJs would come on, ride the train. Hit song from about 20 years ago. Uh, I want to welcome everybody to my broadcast. I want to go over the rules. I only have one rule, and that's basically respect for each other and respect for our ideas. So I'm not going to do tarot tonight. I'm going to try to talk about self-confidence. I am being simulcast on YouTube, so I do have an audience over there, I'm guessing. And we're going to talk about building self-confidence and how you build your self-confidence. So, any ideas on that? Okay. Well, while we're waiting for people to show up, I'll just slide over here and check my YouTube channel and see if I have an audience on YouTube. Live streams. Okay. While we're waiting for people to show up, slide over here and check my YouTube channel and see. Okay. Okay, there might be someone watching on YouTube. So what's going on? Welcome, everybody. We're kind of getting off to a slow start. The topic tonight is building self-confidence and how you build yours. And if I could give everybody something, I would give everybody self-confidence. Because people that have confidence in themselves tend to do better than people that don't. Welcome, everybody. I found a lot of material on building self-confidence. There's a lot of material on YouTube, and there's lists of like 57 things you can do to make yourself more confident. So, okay. Well, one of the things that I do to build confidence in myself is I read a lot. I study a lot of different things. I feel like I'm an expert in some things, and that just builds confidence in me. So, okay. Thanks for the likes and for the invites. So, cool. Well, does anyone have any questions? I'm happy to entertain questions. Okay, there is a website called 63 Ways to Build Self-Confidence. So, and there's got to be more than 63 ways, but some of the things they say is sign up for a class, help others, exercise, okay, as skills. Okay. A lot of these things are just psychology things. Okay. Okay, here's one. It says, stop comparing yourself to others. So, do things that make you happy. Okay. It says, do something different just for the sake of doing something different. Okay. Let me see if I can't find something else here. Okay. Here's a website. Here's a website that says 25 killer actions to boost your self-confidence. So, okay. Dress nicely. Think positive. Act positive. Be kind and generous. Know your principles. It's talking about standing tall. You know, I think that's very true. When I slouch, I don't feel as confident as when I'm standing up straight. Okay. Increase competence. Okay. Become an expert in something. Achieve a small goal. Smile, volunteer, be grateful, exercise, learning. A lot of these things get to be redundant. I have heard that taking an acting class will actually boost your self-confidence. Okay, you guys have made me number 9 in talk, which I think is pretty good. Shall we change the topic? Welcome, Emily. It's a slow Friday night, I'm afraid. Uh, what's so funny is I go over there, I look at my audience, and I only have like 2 people in my audience. And then I go to my YouTube channel, and there's only like 1 person in my audience. So that 1 person might be me. So, how have you been, Emily? You should guest on the beauty channel. I could be the before picture, couldn't I? And we'll get someone else to be the after picture. I did enjoy being your guest acting co-host the other night, whatever you want to call it. That was very, very fun. So I like the only fashion tips that I can give is that I use witch hazel underneath my eyes, and that tightens your skin a little bit. It also makes the blackness go down. So that's about the only health and beauty tip that I have right now. So other than smile. So yeah, be careful if you try that, Emily. Be careful not to get it in your eye. It's supposed to go under your eye. Okay. So the first couple of times I messed up. But I'm a smart puppy, so I learned. Ooh, I'm number 6 now. Oh, have you heard anything from Mojon? Thanks for the likes, Emily. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Mojon posts Facebook page about the tragedy. Okay, the tragedy in Egypt yesterday. So, how's he doing? Is he doing okay? I know he was just over in Egypt. Well, he has a page that he's set up for his radio show. So it's called Advice Seekers, and I signed up for that. And so whenever he posts something, I see it in my Facebook feed. So yeah. So we're friends on Facebook, and we're friends on YouNow. We're internet friends. My gosh, you guys have made me number 1. Thanks. I am number 1. Oh, Emily, our topic tonight is building self-confidence, which in and of itself could be a beauty tip, couldn't it? How do you build your self-confidence, Emily? Welcome, new viewers. We are talking about confidence and whatever else anybody wants to talk about. So, and there's a lot of good information on the internet about how to build self-confidence, how to develop self-confidence, and it is an inside job. I can't do it for you. Welcome, new people. Emily says, I have no idea how. I think one day I just felt okay in my own skin. Well, sounds like you made a decision somewhere along the way to feel comfortable in your own skin. So good for you. And I wish more people would decide to make that decision. And so, when did I really start feeling self-confident? That's a good question, because, well, it's like you go up and you go down, you know. I felt very, very self-confident when I was in my 20s. So, and then I moved to Texas, and then my self-confidence kind of went down, and now it's back on the upswing. Yes, yes, yes. That's one of the things. Emily says I had a lot of people try to tear me down. I think now having a loving community that helps confidence. That's very important. Finding a positive tribe, whether it's a church or a club or something like that or whatever, and which is why a lot of people uh, join gangs, which is a negative tribe. So, but finding a tribe of people that will build you up. I'm in several healing groups, so we for the most part try to build each other up. So. Yeah. If anybody has any questions, I'm happy to entertain any kind of questions. So, as far as I know, Mojon's back in in America now. So I remember last week, he'd gone to Iran, and then I think he flew back from Iran to our country. So I think he's here now. So I'm glad he's doing okay. So how do you handle people that try to tear you down? How do you handle criticism? I think that can help you develop self-confidence, knowing how to handle criticism, or knowing just how to handle an insult. I mean, there's so many trolls on the internet. I'm to the point now. Welcome to the new people who are watching. I'm to the point now where things just don't bother me as much as they used to. I think part of that is age. I think another part of it is everything that I've learned over the years, all the books that I've read and classes that I've taken and stuff. Okay, Kate says I had to realize that even though you may not be too happy with your life and body, because in God's eyes you are beautifully and wonderfully made. That is so true, Kate. That is so true. We are a miracle. When you think about everything that the human body does, we are a moving miracle. And but when it comes to a lot of people are not happy with their life. When you get down to it, out of a year, you probably have 5 really great days and 5 really bad days, and the other 355 days are just kind of so-so. So, but how do you handle criticism? First of all, I take it personally, and because when someone criticizes you, they're actually really criticizing themselves. Maybe they don't even realize it or whatever. If they see a flaw in you, it's because they see one maybe in them, and they're not prepared to admit it. But what I like to do is I like to say, ask a question. If someone says I'm stupid, for example, I would say, well, how exactly am I stupid? What did I do that was stupid or whatever? And maybe they have a point. Maybe I did do something stupid. And if that's the case, I take it in and try to do it. But you know, there are different things we can do. So, welcome new people. Welcome new people. I am still number one in talk. So, we can keep talking about this, or we can talk about something different. If anybody wants to guess, you're going to have to be level 5 or better. So, and right now everybody is level 5 or better. So, welcome new people. We're talking about how to develop self-confidence, how to build confidence within yourself. So, Kate says, it's impossible to fathom how truly amazing you are created and how you can change the world around you and able to love yourself. Yeah, yeah. There is a story that was told in one of the Chicken Soup of the Soul books. I wish I could remember which one. But anyway, these two guys were going home on the bus after school, and for some reason, the one guy sat down and just started talking to him. Oh, thanks for the inviting everybody, Emily. But anyway, so they talked and everything, and got off the bus, and you know, went to their weekends. And 20 years later, the second guy told him, he said, you know, when I'm home that Friday night, I was going home to kill myself, but you sat the bus and talked to me, and I decided not to. And I'm so grateful for you doing that. So we never know how we're going to affect people. And that, as far as I know, is a true story. It's told in the Chicken Soup for the Soul books. Yeah. Just never know what a smile might do for someone. Maybe someone's having a bad day, and you just give them a smile or a pat on the back, or you know, hey Charlie, you're doing a good job, or whatever, you know. And you just never know how you're gonna pick somebody up. So. I love to study psychology, so welcome to all the new people. That are watching. That's the thing about being a host. You can watch me, but I can't watch you. So, is it Steph? Welcome, Steph. And I'm going to fan you back. So, okay. If you fan me, I will try to fan you back, and I may not be able to do it in the broadcast, but I will try to do it just as soon as I can. So, okay. Okay, welcome new people. We're having a discussion which started out on self-confidence, but now we're kind of talking about whatever anybody would like to talk about. Okay, I'm not as familiar as autism as I should be. I had to it when I was in college, but that's been so many years ago. So, but everybody is welcome here. So our main rule is respect for each other and respect for our ideas. So I think that's a good rule. That's just really a good life rule. I've never wasted my respect. So welcome, Evelyn. I've never wasted respect. It just really makes life better if you treat people with respect. So, and also things. I respect the weather. I don't mess around with Mother Nature, man. She can give you a beat down like nobody else. I also try to respect machines. So, any questions or comments? I feel like I'm hosting this show where we're talking about nothing. Okay, so welcome to all the new people who are coming in as a result of Emily's invitation. Emily is very, very sweet. So if you haven't fanned her, you should fan her. So thanks for fanning me. Okay. Oh my gosh. I am really sorry to hear that. I'm probably not going to be able to help you with that. You need to seek professional medical advice. So we are just really talking about how to develop self-confidence, and how to build it in yourself. Now, see, I am not qualified to help you with that issue. If you're not under the care of a licensed therapist, you really should consider finding one, because that is serious stuff. You've got something going on there, and this is not the venue to give you the kind of help you actually deserve. Okay, and then yeah, I think a lot of us have self-esteem issues. So, and okay, you're quite welcome. And also be aware of your emergency numbers. I know there are emergency numbers. There's a suicide hotline, and if you're online, you can avail yourself of all those resources. So, self-esteem. I think self-esteem and self-confidence do go hand in hand, and I think it's just okay. Welcome, new people. It's just a question of number one, deciding to love yourself no matter what, because you're worthy. So, if you believe in God, we're all created by God, and God doesn't create junk. So we're all worthy. Thanks for the heart. We're all worthy, and we were giving out some advice earlier. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad God helped you the other day. I am a big believer in God, a big believer in prayer, a big believer in angels, and I think if you ask for help, I think God's already said yes. That's my big thing. God has already said yes. The scripture tells us that before we ask, He has answered. Okay? He knows everything you want, everything you need, and He wants to be a help to you. So, He doesn't want anyone to suffer. My gosh, Steph, that's a lot to have on your plate. Okay, well, first of all, the question is, so how do we get our self-esteem up when people are constantly kicking you down? Well, if you can, change the people. If it's family that you're dealing with and you really can't change them, then that's when you need to get the professional help. That's when you need to take classes on how to be assertive. So you can get into a good support group, and psychology will help you out in that way, and reading. But and the other thing is, if someone is, I don't know how far the abuse goes, but if someone is really abusing you, then you probably should seek help. So, but now, in my case, when people are tearing me down, I realize that it's more about them than it is me. So, and I had a family member. Okay, well, you're quite welcome, and we want to be here to. Okay, we want to be here to encourage each other. So, and that's why the main rule is respect. It seems like when you have respect, that lays the groundwork for other things to happen. So, and I just want to emphasize again, I'm not a licensed therapist by any means. So I'm just here to share what little experience that I've been able to garner in my life. I'm 50 years old, in case if you're wondering. Yes, go right ahead. You may share me on your Facebook. That'd be great. That would be great. So, and Emily says, very well put, Milton. And Bella, you are welcome. Okay. So, but we're here. Life's too short. My gosh, life's too short to hang around people that all they do is pull you down. I mean, go out and find some people that will build you up. Emily is very awesome. So if you look up awesome in the dictionary, you'll find Emily's picture there. So that's how awesome she is. And she's just very, very kind and gentle spirit. Awesome. Okay, awesome. I was guest hosting on Emily's broadcast the other night, and somebody mistook me for her husband, and that was a great compliment. And I've seen her husband. Her husband is also very, very great. But I'm not Emily's husband, her internet friend. So, but lots of resources. When I was growing up, I was born in 1965, and Emily, you'll see her. She's you should really consider fanning her. She has great broadcast. So she's a very, very encouraging person. She's interested in up, and she does a lot of stuff. Yeah, go ahead and fan her, and that way you can be apprised of when she does her broadcast. Well, she's Tea Time with Emily. Tea Time with Emily. She's right above you, and she just said hey to you. So, yeah. But Tea Time with Emily. And welcome, King of the Worlds, or King of the Words. I want to call you King of the Worlds for some reason. Maybe that's a Freudian slip. Maybe I want to be King of the World one day. But Emily, getting back to Emily, it's not all about me. But getting back to Emily, Emily does some beauty tips and things like that. So, and her husband makes great pancakes, by the way. He made pancakes for us one night. I was not able to eat my pancakes because they couldn't. You know, it's hard to get through the internet with pancakes, but okay, I'm not quite sure what that means. Okay, The king says, "I'll keep my words. The world is not ours." Okay, so welcome to all the new people that have liked me so much and have shared. You've made me number two. Wait a second. Number one, not number two. Okay. Somebody named Lily is number one. Well, if anybody would like to guest, just let me know. And if you're 5 or better, I will be happy to guest you. I want to have someone that's a guest that has been around for a while. So welcome, Dr. DeAndre. Welcome, new person that just arrived from Emily's invite. So we are talking loosely about building self-confidence and also building self-esteem. And these are inside jobs. Let me be the guest. Well, if someone wants to get in my guest queue, I'll be more than happy to. If you're a level or better. So there are too many people that have joined YouNow today, and they want to get on here and they want to show pictures of naked people, and I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to do that. So yeah, I've got to know something about you, and I've got to know what's a little bit about what you're about. So, okay. But self-esteem and self-confidence, I think, are very, very important. And I was thinking about this. A person with self-confidence can stand a lot. They can stand a lot. I was listening to a guy on the radio, and he was interviewing an actor, and he was talking about all the young actors that come to Los Angeles, and many of them don't make it. But the ones that do have tremendous amounts of self-confidence. When someone says they don't have any talent, they just kind of shut it off. That's your opinion. You know, I know I've got a lot of talent. They go for auditions and they get rejected, and they see rejection as just another rung on the ladder that they're climbing. So, and to be an actor in Los Angeles, that is a tough job to try and do, because only I think something like 1% of actors are actually making a living doing acting. The other 99 have to find another way to support themselves. So you've got to have a really, really thick skin to be a good actor. So you know what drives one to hear someone's opinion. You know whenever. Oh, the pin drops. Okay, the pin drops. Okay. Okay, I need a drum roll. Okay. So any other ideas about self-esteem? So a lot of good programs. Dale Carnegie has a program for how to develop confidence in speaking. Where in Texas am I? I am just north of Houston. I am in a small town called Magnolia, Texas, which is, if you ever go to the Renaissance Festival, Sugarland. Okay. I've been to Sugarland a couple of times. with all the traffic, though, it's kind of difficult. But if you've ever been to the Renaissance Festival, chances are you've driven through Magnolia, driven by Magnolia. There's several ways to get to the Renaissance Festival, and one of them is the road that I live on. Magnolias are great flowers, so they're great trees too. So I love trees. I do love me some trees. So. But if you're really lacking in self-confidence to the point that you're suffering depression, that's when you get some professional help. So, but yeah, to be honest with you, the Renaissance Festival is only about maybe 10 miles from my house, and I've never actually been there. The traffic is so bad on the weekends when they're having their sessions. So I've never been to the Renaissance Festival. So and the other thing is, the older I get, the less I like crowds. So they show everything on TV now. So why go to a football stadium when you're just going to be in a crowd? So. I want to thank everybody for all the likes and all this shit. So, you guys were who? And we've been doing this for about a little less than an hour. So, oh, I should say there are a lot of good books about self-confidence. The one that comes to mind is called Total Self-Confidence. So, and it's a process. Developing self-confidence, building self-confidence is a process. You'll go up and then you go down. So, welcome, new people. Okay. Welcome to the new people that have just arrived from Emily's invite. So, what is going on? Does anybody, speaking of Renaissance festivals, does anyone have big plans for the weekend? I am looking forward to a weekend where it doesn't rain. It's been a really wet spring in southeast Texas, so, which in a way is good. In a way, it's good because along about August we're going to be looking for rain. So, but it's not fun when your house. My house in the neighborhood doesn't. But a lot of folks in the Houston area got some flood waters in their house. So, okay. So what else is going on? Why? The Astros. I think that's part of their charter, their constitution, is that they're not allowed to win. They're kind of like the Cubs. So, and I think the real problem is probably with the management. I lived in Atlanta for a long, long time, Atlanta, Georgia, and year in and year out, the Braves would lose and lose and lose and lose and lose. And then finally one year, Ted Turner gave someone else Curse of the Babe. Well, see, the Astros were not around with Babe Ruth, so I don't know if he cursed the Astros or not. I think Boston had the Curse of the Babe, and maybe Chicago Cubs. But anyway, he brought in a guy named Sherholtz, to be the GM of the Atlanta Braves. And within 2 or 3 years, we were in the World Series, and that's what it takes. Family, if the franchise is family owned. Family has to step back and let a professional come in. A lot of times they'll give, in football, a lot of times they'll give the coach control of the front office. So, but anyway, if it's a family-owned business, they need to back out. That's why the Cowboys, the guy that owns the Cowboys, I forget his name, he is too hands-on. He needs to back away from the Cowboys and bring in a professional management team. That to me would be more fun to own a winning team than to be in control of a team. You know, that's just how I am. Sports. If you're good in sports, that is a great confidence builder. So, and also we talked about this before, but just exercising. You know, when you run 3 miles and you just feel great, you know, and that's something that no one can ever take from you. So if you get good at exercising, I do a weird kind of exercise. It's called qigong, which is kind of like tai chi. Okay. Thanks everybody for becoming my fan. So, okay. Well, thanks for being a part of my broadcast, Emily, and I look forward to your broadcast. So, I guess I get to open for Emily. So, and if you haven't fanned Emily, go ahead and fan Emily. She's a great person to fan. So, she's a really sweet lady. Okay. Welcome, new people. We are talking about confidence and building self-confidence, and you'd rather stay. Well, Emily, I was about to shut down my broadcast. But now you've given me new hope. You've given me new hope. So okay, we are just, it's 8 o'clock Central Time, and just to remind everybody, I am simulcasting on YouTube, which is why 1 more hour. Your Majesty, I'm not sure I can do 1 more hour. How do you text someone on their page? Can I help you with that real quick, please? I don't know how you text someone on their page. I think what you can do is you can go to a home page. It says discussion. You can type a comment under discussion, be a public comment. So I don't think that you may where we can privately message each other. So you may. What I would do is I go to the person's YouNow homepage, click on the discussion. It'll say post a comment, and you just ask, how can I get in touch with you privately? You know, how can I contact you privately? And then they'll respond, and you can start that way. I hope that was helpful. There are lots of tutorials on YouNow to teach you how to use it better. I realize you've just joined YouNow. YouNow, by the way, is more user friendly. I had a horrible time learning Google Hangouts. You know, I come to YouNow in 5 minutes. I'm broadcasting. Okay, it says YouNow disabled the private messages. Okay. So maybe they got out of hand. But I would go. Yeah. Look for some tutorials on on YouNow. Right, right. That's what yes, King. That's what I was just saying. You can write on the broadcaster's page, but if you write on the broadcaster's page, I think you have to hit the discussion. You have to hit the discussion tab, and then what you write becomes public. So, okay. I would love to go on for another hour, but I think I'm running out of material. So, ooh, what's that? Okay. Well, if you want to contact me, go to my home page on here and we'll set something up. So I have 2 email accounts. I need to check. But I am number 1. Something happened. Okay. I'm not. It doesn't show me that I'm number 1. It shows me that I'm number 2. But I'm not here to be number 1. I'm just here to kind of share and talk and stuff. So. Not kind of that number 1. Okay, goodbye, Emily. Thanks for coming in. So it says number 1 right above the hand. It says number 1. Okay. It says number 1. Okay. Oh, the hand you sent. Okay, okay. The hand you sent. The hand says one. Okay. Okay. I'm a little slow this evening, so I thank you for your indulgence. Well, does anybody? Messenger James is asking questions. She's a great person too. I've actually been in her broadcast, and also oh, Emily is not broadcasting yet, but she will be broadcasting. So so any other ideas on building self-confidence? So we all need it. We all need it. And self-confidence is not, talk a little bit about what self-confidence is. Self-confidence is not arrogance. Self-confidence doesn't advertise. People don't go around broadcasting that they're self-confident. They just are. They just are. You can see in how they carry themselves. So, okay. Okay. Guess now. I don't see anybody in the guest queue. Okay. Well, let me see how many people are watching on YouTube. Okay, 2 people are watching me on YouTube. Okay, cool. Okay, well, I'm going to line up my traveling music. So, let me get that lined up now. Okay, till next time, King. So, bye-bye, King. Okay, so, I'll be back next Friday at the same time, hopefully, and we'll see how it goes. So, peace out, everyone. Thanks for the love. Have a great week, and I will see you next time.